Welcome back. Welcome back. Your man Diamond K in here, of course. The Diamond K Show on Fire TV. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. So we are 24 hours removed from this video, this very disturbing video of Diddy assaulting ex-girlfriend Cassie. And it is really a frustrating thing. A lot of people were surprised about this. A lot of people were surprised. A lot of people said this is what they always thought of Diddy. And I don't know if this is what people always thought of Diddy, but I think that people definitely were not surprised by the actions. Now, the thing that frustrates me about it, the thing that really makes me angry is the brazen nature of it. You've all been in hotel, the area right by the elevators in the hotel before, the elevator bank, as they call it. You've been there before. You know there are cameras there, right? And so when you are in those areas, whether you can see the camera or not, you know that you're being filmed. Diddy did not care that he was being filmed. I guess he thought, I'm going to take care of it. He assaulted Cassie in this video, and we can see that it's him. So I guess he's in the shower. She's trying to run out. She has a hood on. You can see a woman attempting to flee abuse. You can see it. And then this guy, this punk, this piece of trash comes out and assaults her. So a lot of people were thinking, of course, there's video now. Okay, he's going down. And he may go down, but he is not going to be charged in this alleged 2016 attack. So I saw some folks on social media in some of the comments saying that they're upset when people say alleged, right? When they say alleged. And we got to say alleged because you don't know for sure that it's him. It looks like him, right? And maybe he's going to try to come out and say, oh, no, it's AI, it's this, it's that. No, it's timestamp, all that. But we have to say that it's alleged because it has not been confirmed, right? So we got to say alleged. Even though Diddy's been in the limelight for a long time, we know what he looks like, right? We know what he looks like, but we gotta say alleged, and you're going to see a lot of outlets using the words alleged. Now, he's not going to go to jail for this, and also in Instagram, Kay is saying that he has not been proven guilty. That is true. You have to say it. Because to your point, he has not been proven guilty. And according to the DA, he is not going to be charged with this because the statute of limitations has long since run out. This was in 2016. So he's not going to be charged for what we saw here. It's not even going to come up in court like that. It's not even going to come up. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. The nature of this assault. Now, we remember back when Ray Rice assaulted his wife. This video is worse than that. And let's go back to Ray Rice for a minute. I was a supporter of Ray Rice's. We knew that something had happened. We knew that they had a disagreement. And we knew that. But we did not know the extent of the assault. We did not know that. We did not know that until we saw that video. Ray Rice was going to be, coming off a suspension and all of that. And then that video came. And seeing it, speculating and seeing it are two different things. And so, okay, so Mimi on Instagram is saying, but that's BS. He shouldn't be. And what about All the others that has gotten charged. What about all the others that have gotten charged? Oh my God, I can't. And okay, so we talk about that. So I guess she's talking about why is he not going to be charged? And the reason why he's not going to be charged is because he paid for this video to be suppressed for a long time. It has come out now, years later. And this is alleged, right? So Cassie alleged in her lawsuit that he paid $50,000. So some of you may say, well, he paid $50,000. How or why is it coming out? And I'm going to tell you how this can happen. First of all, he paid $50,000 allegedly to someone on the hotel security staff to suppress this video that we have now seen that CNN has obtained. All right. So it happened in 2016. We're just seeing it now in 2024. So he evidently paid somebody something because it had been suppressed for a long time. So let's go back to 2016. 2016 was around the time when he was getting some accolades, BET, and all that kind of stuff. He definitely didn't want this coming out there. It should have never happened, right? But this point in his career, it would have been super harmful. Not that that makes a difference. But speaking of career, are people still going to do business with Diddy? I think that he was already radioactive, but he is super toxic now. Toxic behavior, abusive behavior. He is a punk. He is a liar. He is less than a man. I mean, you know, the woman, regardless of, this was somebody he was dating. You treat somebody that you claim to love like that? What kind of person is this? Over the years, you have heard people say things about Diddy. And I've been in a few parties that he has attended, like in DC, stuff like that. Not his parties, right? But he, somebody's DJing, he came through, whatever, walked through, that kind of thing, right? These weren't Diddy parties, so let me say that. But I've been at events. I've seen him, but I've never met him. I've been at events that he's been at in Atlanta, seen him, like he's in the DJ booth, he's in the VIP, like that. Never met him, right? And never want to meet him. But I used to hear artists talking stuff about him, right? I've been hearing folks talk stuff, and I was defending the producer side, defending the artists and pointing to their responsibility in learning their contracts and these type of things, right? But as a man, I never knew him, so it's not like I could defend his character. I only knew what everybody else knows, what he put out in the public. And he tried to put out this image of being peace and love and all this kind of stuff. All of them were lies. All of them were lies. You can see his actions. You can see how he is. And he deserves to go down. This to me is worse than any R. Kelly stuff. This to me is worse. Because when you see the video, you see him kicking her, dragging her by the neck, throwing stuff at her. And all y'all women was talking about, oh, he got daughters. He would never do this, never do that. The reason why he was saying he didn't do anything is because he thought he had the video suppressed. So he thought there's not going to be any record. But a person who did this on video has done other things on video. It is just a matter of time before somebody brings something that is sooner that he can be charged with. So I am looking forward to that. And some of y'all going to say, oh, you want to see a black man go down. Look what he did. Look what he's done to women. What about all the accusations about what he allegedly did to Kim Porter, who is deceased? Those are allegations, but in light of the video that we saw, 24 hours ago of Diddy assaulting Cassie allegedly in 2016, this has to have us taking another look at some of the allegations that have been made about Diddy. Folks on Instagram saying that he should be arrested today. He should not ever be able to see his kids without supervision. He is a offender, she said on Instagram. Listen, I agree with you. Don't think that I think that it should, but you know, I'm going by what the DA said, and we can pull that up for a moment. So let's go to this. All right. This is a statement from the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. And this says that we are aware of the video circulating online allegedly depicting Sean Combs assaulting a young woman in Los Angeles. This is referring to the video that we have been discussing. And the DA, the District Attorney's Office, continues. We find the images extremely disturbing and difficult to watch. If the conduct depicted occurred in 2016, unfortunately, we would be unable to charge as the conduct would have occurred beyond the timeline where a crime of assault can be prosecuted. As of today, law enforcement has not presented a case related to the attack depicted in the video against Mr. Combs, but we encourage anyone who has been a victim or witness to a crime to report it to law enforcement or to reach out to our office for support from our Bureau of Victims Services. So that is the statement from the District Attorney's Office related to this video. They're saying that they can't bring him up on charges. Going back to Instagram, someone says that this may not be the one that holds him accountable, but something else will. I agree with that. I agree, because someone who acts like this, someone who has conducted themselves in this way, there are other videos, there are other instances where they did stuff. So somebody is going to come forward with something. This is, I think, a matter of time. A matter of time. So one of the things that I think that could be something to bring Diddy, charges or whatever, because the thing is that he's done so much dirt. He has done so much dirt. It is just a matter of time before it catches up with him. He's been living his life, and he's been getting out of crimes for a long time. Let's go back to Sean. Some of you young folks may not remember or know who Sean is, but there was a incident in the nightclub. Jennifer Lopez was there. Shots rang out. Someone was shot. One of Diddy's artists ended up going down for that. Diddy got out of that. Got out of that. Folks stood by, protected him, whatever. So here's another case or another situation that I think Diddy needs to be worried about. Sean took the rap. Absolutely. Sean took the rap. So Sean Diddy Combs' alleged drug mule, Brendan Paul, will avoid jail time as he accepts a plea deal. So who are we talking about? This guy was charged with a felony cocaine possession last month. Is this somebody else that Diddy has, had taken a rap for him as Sean did and others allegedly? This alleged drug mule has struck a deal. So he is working with the feds. So he will avoid jail time. This is a former associate of Diddy will avoid jail time following his arrest in March for cocaine and marijuana possession amid a federal sex trafficking, the accusations that Diddy is facing. This 25-year-old has now entered a drug diversion program. Is this somebody who will be used to help bring down Diddy? That's a possibility. Brendan has accepted the prosecutor's offer to permit his entry into this diversion program, which after completion, the case against him will be dismissed in its entirety. This is a statement from his attorney. So that is interesting. So why did they do this? Why did the office do this? Now, this is a standard offer to a nonviolent defendant with no priors. Could be nothing. Could be something. So this guy is a former Syracuse University basketball player who was arrested on these charges. The affidavit stated that he was taken into custody at the airport by Miami-Dade police, working alongside Homeland Security agents who raided Combs' home, or two homes, around the same time that day. The affidavit alleged that Paul was arrested after he was caught with suspected cocaine and marijuana in his travel bags. So why are we bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because this is a person that is connected to Diddy. Paul had previously been named in a civil sexual assault lawsuit filed by Diddy's former producer and a videographer, Lil Rod, aka Rodney Jones, in which Jones alleges that Paul was Combs' mule, drug mule, person who carried the drugs. Yes, I understand it's a weird name, mule. But in this civil sexual lawsuit, this sexual assault lawsuit, Diddy and Paul were named, and he said that in the lawsuit that Combs acquires and distributes drugs and guns, and this guy who has now made a agreement with the feds was the drug mule, the carrier of the drugs and the guns. And he's just made a deal that just has him going into a diversion program. He's going to be somebody that the prosecution is going to use against Diddy if they bring charges. Now, despite the arrest, he did not appear to be connected to Diddy, 54 years old now. But this is according to the civil lawsuit. So that's interesting. Now, they're not going to try to try the case in the media, but we're paying attention to all these things. So he was charged with felony cocaine possession, additional felony charges, marijuana laced candy. That was dropped. So I don't know. So this video that we saw of Diddy assaulting Cassie is not going to be what lands him in jail. So I see some people saying he paid for the video to not be released, to be suppressed, but it's out, right? It's out. How could something like that happen? Very easy. That's an easy one. So you pay somebody that works at the hotel, somebody in security, to try to suppress the video, right? Okay. He takes the money, they suppress it. That was from 2016. Now, you fast forward. The allegations of assault, and maybe Cassie's people give, little details. Assault happened here, assault happened there. And CNN, whoever, TMZ, they start poking around. They start flashing money around. And let's say that the security who was paid said, I'm paid. I can't show the video, but I can sit the video right here and I can walk over here and you can take the video yourself. You can pick it up and I have nothing to do with it. And then they can pay him. He can get paid twice. Oh, that could easily happen. Could easily happen. Oh, great. This is one. Yes. On Instagram, somebody is saying that he probably had the tape in his house and it was confiscated during the house raid. That is absolutely possible. That is absolutely possible. I like that. I like that theory as well. And but how does CNN get it though? How does CNN get it? Because in that instance, the feds got it, right? Now can the feds charge him with it? So you're saying that the feds leaked it specifically to CNN? It seems to me like if the feds in LA leaked it, they would have leaked it to TMZ. CNN is based in Atlanta. TMZ is based in LA. Seems to me like if that was the case, that they would have leaked it to TMZ if it was the feds or the LAPD that found the tape at Diddy's house. That's just what I'm thinking. Seems to me like the LAPD would have more connections with TMZ than they would with CNN. Because of where they're based. This is what I'm saying. So we have that. Diddy seen sexually assaulting Cassie in 2016 in a video that CNN has now. Diddy won't be charged because of the statute of limitations. But the DA is putting out there to the public, if you've witnessed or been a victim of anything, let us know. Because they want to get them. They just say that this one's not going to hold up. Very interesting. Very interesting. So Diddy was denying assaulting. He was denying and all that kind of stuff. Right? He was denying stuff. He's been out at coffee shops, taking little pictures with fans and stuff. And, you know what I mean, calling himself Love. The audacity for him to use the nickname Love. But whatever. I don't think you're going to see Diddy hanging out too much now. Because somebody may, feel a way about this. I just don't think you're going to see him hanging out too much right now. Who's going to want to do business with him, by the way? Who's going to want to go to the Diddy parties? I don't know nobody. He ain't having no parties. He ain't having no parties. And what about King Combs? The King Combs diss hits different now, doesn't it? I don't think we're going to be hearing from King Combs about don't you talk about my daddy. I don't think we're going to be hearing from him no more for a while. I understand defending your father, but your father is dead wrong, fam. Dead wrong. Very interesting. 4 days ago, Diddy posted this. And it says, "Time tells truth." Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Time tells truth. It sure did. It sure did. All that was needed was a little bit of time. And now people are seeing the truth about Diddy. On Instagram, King Combs' diss was horrible. And he need to go sit in the corner. Yeah, it was real bad. That diss was real bad. And not bad meaning good, but bad meaning bad. So this was 4 days ago. Diddy posted, "Time tells truth." Yep, that is true. Time tells truth. What else does he have up here? We're looking at Diddy's Instagram. 5 days ago, he posted this picture. Yep. And 3 days ago, he posted this picture. Oh, cute kid, right? Ain't had no post since this video dropped, though. Since this video dropped, and we're looking at some posts from Diddy, he has not said anything since then. Of course, he's going to say he ain't do it, right? You don't know what came over you. You're mourning Biggie. Like, what is he going to try to come up with? What lie is Diddy going to try to come up with? Because you know you're going to try to come up with something. You always got an excuse for something, and I think that's what we have to look forward to. This dude is going to try to say, you know, wasn't me. He's going to cry. Carisha, does Carisha have anything to say now from the City Girls? There have been a lot of defenders of Diddy and the accusations. Now, this is before the video. Before the video. Right. They say on Instagram, he's going to say AI did it. Right. And we don't mean Allen Iverson. Diddy's going to try to say that it wasn't him. What about Cassie, though? Yeah, Cassie has been paid. Now you see why he settled that lawsuit so quickly. Now you see why he settled that lawsuit a day in 1 day. You settle a lawsuit in 1 day when you know that you're guilty. Right? When you know that you're guilty. According to Cassie, Diddy allegedly paid $50,000 to get the footage of him abusing her. According to reports, right? The video was bad. Video was bad. I see some folks online still defending Diddy. Still defending Diddy. Interesting, isn't it? It's very interesting that some folks are still defending him after all of this. So we posted this list, right? And this list is of some celebs who have been supporting Diddy recently. Now, this is prior to the video coming out, but the allegations were still there. Allegations were still there. These are people that have been in Diddy's comments sending love. You know what I mean? Scrappy, Stevie J, Meek Mill, Carisha from City Girls, Kalina from Dirty Money, Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes, Misa Hilton, Erykah Badu, Bia, Rico Love, Joel Santana, Carl Thomas. Now, these are folks that have been in this comment section since these allegations. This is before the Cassie video. Yes, Slim Thug as well. These are folks that have been to the parties, kicking it, that have been kicking it with him over the years, that have been trying to defend him. Now, they're not defending him now. We're going to see. But these are people that have been defending him since the raid, since the allegations. This is the worst possible position for him to be in right now. And let's see if these folks are still going to be there defending him now. Let's see if Carisha going to be holding up signs. Let me say this. He needs to get the same treatment that Chris Brown got, and they gave Chris Brown. I don't think he's half as talented as Chris Brown is. We'll see. I don't think he's going to be performing at the award shows now, Diddy. I don't think he'll be getting no honoring at the award shows now. I don't think there's going to be no resurgent bad boy tour, none of that stuff. I don't think we want to see none of that. Diddy, as we know it, is over. Over. And he should be. He may not go to jail for what happened in that video. He may not. That $50,000 may have been well spent because it hit it just long enough that it's not a issue for him criminally. But in the court of public opinion, Diddy's done. As it relates to businesses and folks, you know, chopping it up with him and partnering with him, I think that is done. I don't think anybody's going to stand beside him. Well, I mean, you know, King Combs is going to stand beside him, but who the hell is King Combs, right? That's his son, so, you know, whatever. Right, all up in the videos. Yeah, that was crazy. It's just funny how, you know, folks that are like me that were around in the 90s that saw him in his musical heights to see what he's become. Let's go back to the East Coast, West Coast rivalry. The East Coast, West Coast beef. When that was popping off. Let's go back there. You fast forward. If you knew in the 90s, you fast forward that Diddy was going to be in the position that he's in, I would have been surprised if somebody told me that. Somebody said Suge was going to be in jail, I wouldn't have been that surprised. Somebody told me Pac and Biggie were going to be dead, I would have been shocked. But when we look at the top folks that were involved in the East Coast, West Coast rivalry, nobody won. There were no winners. For a long time, we thought Diddy was one of the winners of the East Coast, West Coast beef. And yes, this has nothing to do with beef. This has a lot to do with karma and arrogance and punks. And for a man to beat up on a woman like that, he is nothing. That is nothing. Like, the woman was leaving. Let her go. Yeah, so we're going to continue to follow this. Let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comment section, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, at The Diamond K Show. Of course, character. You're absolutely right. Character. That's the word I was searching for. Character. Absolutely. He is a man of no, little to none, low character. No character. Nothing good. And you fast forward. Who would have thought it would have been like this? Who would have thought? djdiamondk at gmail.com. And a couple things before we get out of here that I want to touch on. And let's take a quick break, and I'll be back because there are a couple topics. I want to talk about Tyrese. Talk about Tyrese. I want to talk about Jasmine Crockett and Marjorie Taylor Greene and the chaos with that. We're going to be right back. You listen to the Diamond K Show on Fire TV. So it was meant to be a hearing focused on U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland, and it turned chaotic. The conversation between Georgia Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene and two Democrats, New York Rep. AOC and Dallas Rep. Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett, friend of the show. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, everybody knows Marjorie Taylor Greene, talks crazy. She's a loud Trump supporter. She is that. But yesterday, or Thursday night rather, a hearing in the Republican-led House Oversight Committee, the lawmakers were working towards voting on whether to find U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland, who is not a friend of the show. I don't feel nothing that Merrick Garland's been doing, but whatever. They wouldn't find him in contempt for refusing to turn over audio recordings between the president and special counsel Robert Hur. So they're having that conversation. Things get out of hand. Marjorie Taylor Greene says to my friend Jasmine Crockett something about her having fake eyelashes. Oh, and things just went crazy from there. She says, I don't think you know what you're here for. I think your fake eyelashes are messing up what you're reading. This is what Marjorie Taylor Greene said. And after that, things just got, very tense. AOC tried to move to take down Marjorie Taylor Greene's words. She didn't want to apologize. It was behavior unbecoming of our legal officials. Rep then asked AOC, are your feelings hurt? To which AOC responded, girl, baby girl, don't even play. Right? I didn't know whether we were in the streets or whether we were. This is how it sounds in the streets. I didn't hear girls, like just regular ladies, have this kind of conversation. Now, a few minutes later, things started calming down, and you think that it was going to go back. Then there was another exchange of comments. And Jasmine Crockett, she says, I'm just curious. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built, butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct? So I'm sure. Oh, it's Instagram. Jasmine Crockett probably been waiting to say that. Yeah, she definitely been waiting to say that. All the conversations that I've had with Jasmine have been funny, right? And she's quick-witted. I told her she could be a rapper because she comes with the comeback quick. But calling her, she called Marjorie Taylor Greene, who does work out, she does lift. She called her a bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. I think that describes her perfectly. But a Republican rep tried to tell Jasmine Crockett to calm down, to which she said, don't tell me to calm down because y'all talk noise and then you can't take it. Oh, hilarious. But at the same time, it's sad because this is one of many reasons this spectacle, the circus nature, is one of the things that frustrates people. And we want voters to take what you guys do and girls do serious, but this is how you act. And I've seen a lot of reports about this. So little is given to what they were supposed to be doing. And it was late because, the Republicans got to go up and support their dear leader of the cult, Trump. So they're having the meetings later than it's supposed to be because these folks are, doing PR stunts with Donald Trump. And at the same time, we want folks to take voting seriously and take what you do serious as members of Congress. But you can see these members of Congress ain't no different than you or me. They talking trash and throwing insults and jabs at each other just like you or me. You want to support the Diamond K Show and On Fire TV? Do that via paypal.me/radio on fire. Of course, on Cash App, $ the Diamond K Show. You can become a member and support what we do on fire-tv.com/join and subscribe on youtube.com/djdiamondk. Of course, you can get in touch with me, djdiamondk@gmail.com. So we're going to come back after this and talk about Tyrese. And, I don't know. Tyrese has really been he's. I didn't think that Tyrese was going to end up the way that he is. On Instagram, they're saying that it's been a circus since Trump stole the election the first time. Yes, it has definitely been a circus. Yeah, I think you summed it up perfectly. It has been a circus. All right, so another clown in the news, Tyrese. Right after this. Back, your man Diamond K in here. So Tyrese, everybody knows the singer, the actor Tyrese. I think Tyrese is talented, but I don't know. Something's going on with Tyrese, and it's been like that for a long time. So this is nothing new, right? So Tyrese jumped off the stage and exited a show mid-performance to allegedly avoid being served with lawsuit papers. So he's doing a performance, right? Can you imagine you're doing a performance and then the performer jumps off stage and runs out the front door, right? He's singing on the way out. Tyrese was performing. How you going to act like that when he made his getaway? I mean, this out of a movie or what? So Tyrese was performing in Georgia last weekend when he literally exited stage right in the middle of the song, trying to avoid getting served with a subpoena. A lot of outlets reporting this. And Tyrese was almost done with his set when a security guard stood next to him on stage and informed him of a process server's presence in the venue. So while he was singing, how are you going to act like that? Which, I mean, this seems like a joke written into it. 45-year-old jumped off the stage, walked up the side steps as he made his way to the exit. Tyrese continued singing and expressed his appreciation for the crowd before making his successful getaway. Crazy. So that happens. Now, the singer is facing a $10 million defamation and libel lawsuit from Brian Barber, who accused Tyrese of attacking his character and reputation when he was on The Breakfast Club. So, I don't know. According to TMZ, there were only 3 songs remaining in Tyrese's set list. Only 3 songs remaining. Now, Barber, who's suing Tyrese, claims that Tyrese stated that the director kept footage from a recorded interview with Charlemagne. Instead, Barber alleges that the singer asked him to hold the footage to protect his reputation. The director also argues that Tyrese refused to adhere to a previous 50-50 revenue split that he and Barber previously negotiated for this Charlemagne the God interview. And Tyrese leaves, not only leaves the show in Georgia, but he leaves the country. He's in Dubai right now. He left and went to Dubai. Like, no, this is not crazy. This is hilarious. Like, I've never even heard of anything like this. Only Tyrese. So Tyrese now is in Dubai. Posted, he's in Dubai. And there's nothing wrong with going to Dubai. You know what I'm saying? As Floyd Mayweather, he's in Dubai. It might not be as nice for him, but it is. He got a lot of money. He's doing good. right? But so we're talking about Tyrese. He leaves the stage and trying to avoid being served. Now he is in Dubai. Tyrese. All right. Tyrese in Dubai posted this yesterday and giving his middle finger. As you can see, this is a video Tyrese posted to Instagram yesterday. He is in Dubai. Right? Oh, he feeling himself. Right? And very interesting. Very interesting. Posted this earlier today, Tyrese. So I guess that's the latest. What more do they want from you, Tyrese? Yeah, so I don't know. Mental health is real. As they say. Let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comment section, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, at The Diamond K Show. What is going on with Tyrese? I have no idea. You have events. Send your flyers, djdiamondk at gmail.com, so we can plug those on the show, plug those on social media and all that good stuff. And music submissions, same thing. djdiamondk at gmail.com, booking info, all that good stuff. I will be back here tomorrow. We are doing a special tomorrow. So I will be back here tomorrow. I'm going to have some guests, and we're going to be talking about the Georgia primaries. We're also going to be talking about politicians taking your vote for granted. Are politicians really talking to you, or are they just coming around during election time? Now, some just come around during election time. Some really care. And we want to talk about deciphering which. And whether you're voting, whether you're not voting, what makes you not want to vote, what makes you want to vote. Yeah, it's a different time, it's a different day, it's a different age. And we have to continue to talk about this. All right, so we're going to be back here tomorrow, 4 p.m., 4 to 6 p.m. I'm going to be back here for a special edition of the show. But have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.